Across the globe and throughout history, manhood was never just about being male, it was about earning a title through responsibility. From ancient Mongolia to the Amazon, being a man meant you had a job, to be strong, to provide, and to protect. These weren't optional roles, they were essential for survival. In dangerous, unpredictable worlds, societies depended on men to be reliable and courageous. A man's respect was earned by his actions, by carrying the weight of his obligations. If men failed, the consequences were dire: famine, invasion, or collapse. Cultures created stories and rituals to guide boys into manhood, teaching that true strength was discipline in service of others. These traditions instilled accountability and purpose. Today, it's easy to critique these ideals, but their core, duty, sacrifice, and service, drove civilizations forward. Understanding these values isn't about nostalgia, it's about recognizing the timeless need for purpose and responsibility. The essence of manhood was always about being someone others could count on. That's a lesson worth remembering. In humanity's earliest days, survival demanded clear roles. Men, typically stronger, became hunters, protectors, and builders, jobs that required facing danger head-on. The hunt was a crucible, forging patience, teamwork, and courage. Success meant survival for the tribe. Failure meant hunger or worse. Men also stood as guardians, defending against predators and rivals. This wasn't about aggression, but about creating safety for the community. A man's worth was measured by his willingness to take risks for others. Those who shirked these duties endangered everyone. These roles became the blueprint for masculinity: strength, competence, dependability. Facing danger so others didn't have to was seen as a noble calling. Respect was earned through sacrifice and reliability. In a world where every day was a battle, these values were the foundation of survival. As tribes grew into civilizations, the protector became the warrior, an ideal shaped by strict codes of honor. From samurai to knights, true warriors were defined not by violence, but by discipline, loyalty, and justice. Their strength was guided by restraint and purpose. The samurai's bushido and the knight's chivalry demanded integrity and service to others. Drawing a sword without cause was dishonorable. Power was meant to shield, not oppress. The greatest battle was always within, mastering anger, pride, and fear. Training focused as much on self-control as on skill. A strong man without a moral compass was a threat, not a hero. The warrior ideal celebrated disciplined strength and sacrifice for the greater good. Masculinity at its best was a force for order and protection. It was about using power responsibly, for the benefit of all. Physical strength was only the beginning. Wisdom and leadership became just as vital. The most respected men were often elders, living libraries of knowledge and tradition. Their authority came from experience, not muscle. Elders mediated disputes, guided through crises, and planned for the future. This leadership was rooted in patience, foresight, and responsibility. Societies thrived when youthful energy was balanced by the wisdom of age. The ideal man learned to embody both: strength in youth, wisdom in maturity. Manhood was a journey, proving oneself physically, then growing into a leader. The ultimate goal was to become a source of stability for the next generation. True masculinity was about evolving from warrior to wise guide. Cultures worldwide marked the transition from boyhood to manhood with rites of passage. These weren't just ceremonies, they were demanding tests of discipline, endurance, and accountability. Boys faced hardships, often in the wilderness, to prove their readiness. The trial stripped away childhood, revealing hidden strength and resilience. Whether hunting, fasting, or enduring pain, the message was clear: manhood must be earned. Completing the ordeal meant returning as a man, ready to serve and protect. These rituals made the transition explicit. One day a boy, the next, a man others could depend on. The clarity of this rite anchored identity and purpose. It was a powerful foundation for a life of responsibility. In traditional societies, hard work was a moral virtue and a badge of honor. Masculinity was tied to productive labor, building, farming, crafting, and maintaining the community. A man's work was a direct contribution to collective well-being. Laziness wasn't just frowned upon, it was a betrayal of duty. Pride came from competence and craftsmanship, not just strength. Duty meant working not just for oneself, but for family and neighbors. Communities thrived on mutual support. When disaster struck, men rebuilt together. This ethos created a path to respect for every man, not just warriors or leaders. Dignity was found in honest labor and service to others. Masculinity was accessible. Show up, work hard, be dependable. The quiet strength of daily effort held societies together. It was a steady, essential expression of masculine value. Today's world is radically different. Physical survival is rarely at stake, and technology has replaced many traditional roles. The clear path from boy to man has blurred, leaving many men searching for purpose. Some see traditional masculinity as outdated. Others mourn the loss of duty and meaning. The challenge is adaptation. How do timeless virtues fit a modern context? Courage, competence, discipline, and service are still needed, but their expression has changed. Providing may mean a desk job, protection might be emotional or digital. The battles are often internal, not physical. The question is how to translate these values for today's world. Men still need a way to earn respect and find purpose. The conversation now is about redefining manhood for a new era. The loosening of rigid roles has brought freedom. Men can pursue diverse paths and deeper relationships. Yet the loss of a clear script has left many adrift, searching for meaning. The old framework, for all its flaws, provided purpose and social cohesion. Duty to others anchored men in their communities. Now the focus on self-fulfillment can lead to isolation. The challenge is to blend new freedoms with timeless virtues. Celebrate opportunities, but don't discard service and responsibility. Meaning is often found in what we give, not just what we get. True strength is measured by our willingness to bear responsibility for others. Reverence for traditional masculinity was never about gender. It was about virtues, responsibility, courage, competence, and service. These values built strong families and stable communities. The world has changed, but the need for purpose remains. Today, strength of character matters more than physical might. Protection and provision look different, but the call to serve endures. The challenge is to redefine the path to manhood for a new age. We must honor the best of the past while embracing the freedoms of the present. The goal: raise men who benefit the world, not burden it. Purpose is found in service, not power. That's a job worth doing, now and always.